let's package some rabbits. If you're new here, guys, this is Parks Homestead. I raise meat rabbits, teach you tips and tricks on how to raise your own, and today we're going to be packaging meat rabbits. I am not sponsored by the bags that I use, so if you know anybody that works for this company, I would love to be sponsored by them, as I use a lot of their bags quite often. So let's get to it. You can choose to do this outside on a big burner, but right now this is all that I have, so I use my oven top, get the biggest pot that you have, and fill it about 3/4 of the way full of water. And you want it boiling, so it's pretty close to there. We're just gonna turn it up a little bit, because the hotter it is, the faster the bags will close. So step one is prep. After you process your rabbits, let's say you just processed them, they're still warm to the touch. What I do is I take the back legs, I fold it into the cavity so they can go through rigor mortis through this for the next 24 hours. I put them on a tray in the fridge overnight. I personally do not like the cooler method, as I feel like the meat gets soggy in my opinion. So I would rather have them on a tray, stored in the fridge overnight, and I can package it the next day. I'm just not a fan of the cooler. After they sit in the fridge for 24 hours or the next day, you bring them over here and these are already washed. So I open the legs, I wash them, give them a good look over, and then we come and set them right here to be bagged. After our rabbits are washed, next is the bagging stage. So I will post these down in the description below. Like I said, I'm not sponsored, but if anybody knows a contact to get in contact with them, I would love to be an affiliate or something with them, because I go through these like crazy. So this is the 10x16, which I will use for normal size rabbits. And then this one is what they call like the big turkey bag, as you can kind of see with my body. This is the 13x18, I believe. So a lot bigger. This is, I would use for like 7+ pound rabbits. It's a very big bag. I rarely ever use these. I just bought them because I had a couple of them that were on the heavier side. These bags also come with zip ties and a straw, and I'll get to that in just a minute of how to use it. Step one with the bag, obviously open it. You're gonna take your rabbit. Like I said, we're gonna put back legs into the cavity again, because sometimes the back legs can be sharp and I don't want them to poke holes through the bag. So it stores better and the bag doesn't tear with the legs stored like this. Legs into the cavity. Take its arms and I'm gonna hold it just like this. Now take your bag, and you want to do kind of head first because you want legs sticking straight up. Head in first and then just kind of push it down. And it will slide in the bag just like that. And I push it down to where legs are up. As you can see, head in first. Yeah, she should fit. After rabbit is into bag, we're going to take our straw. The straw is used to suck out the air in the body cavity and around it. If you don't have that, it's really kind of pointless. You're gonna bunch it, everything kind of around the straw. I'm just kind of a perfectionist, so I like it to look clean and nice. Doesn't really matter, but. And then zip tie around the bag in straw. The straw is still in there. Our water is boiling, so we're at a perfect temperature. Take your rabbit in the bag and dip it in. Not long. It takes like 10 seconds, if that. Sometimes you gotta pull the straw up a little bit to get some more of that air out. As you can see, you don't want to leave it in here too long because we're not cooking the rabbit. We're just sealing the bag. If you leave it in here too long, obviously it's gonna start cooking it. After that, take out your straw and then double down on the zip tie and just pull tight. And there you go. And then after this, I'll let it cool and rest, and then I'll wipe off the top, put our label, and it goes in the freezer. But this is how I bag rabbits. It's not hard, it's clean, it looks nice. Again, straw into cavity, zip tie, rabbit into pot. You heard that? That's the air getting sucked out of the bag. Make sure I get every part. Straw out, pull that zip tie super tight. And number 2, 3. Straw comes out. And there we go. We have packaged rabbits. After they cool down for a bit, I just like to wipe off the top before I put the label on, just to make sure it's good and dry. If you don't have labels, that's perfectly fine. If you're gonna store them in the freezer, Make sure you use a Sharpie because pen will rub off, so use Sharpie please. Two of these only get stickers. One of this is going to a friend. I got these stickers off Etsy. A girl off there selling freezer stickers for meat. She prints them herself. I got my logo on there, and then I can mark, I have my name, my number, my location, and then it says full rabbit legs, ears, other, head, feet, or organs, and I can check which box. I also have I put the date on there, it's processed, the weight, I can do price per pound, and then also price. At the bottom, it does have the safe handling instructions. Pretty much any meat that you have, it has to have that on there. Some food products may contain bacteria that could cause illness. This product is mishandled or cooked improperly for your protection, blah, 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 pretty much. 2 of these will get a sticker. So I put the date processed. I mark full rabbit. Another thing too, I do not bag the organs inside the rabbits just because I haven't had a lot of orders ask for them. If it becomes more of an issue, then I will just have them in like a little bag themselves inside, kind of like you would get like a turkey or a chicken for Thanksgiving. But a lot of people don't want that, and I usually feed those to my dogs, so until I get enough people asking for them, I'm not going to do that if you're asking for organs. But yeah, I just mark and then I'll weigh them. Also, tip, when you do go to weigh them, make sure that you're converting the ounces to pounds. So if it says like on a regular calculator, unless you have a nice one, it says 4 like 13.45 ounces. You need to take that, you need to go to an ounces to pounds scale and take 13.4 ounces, and it will calculate what that is in the pounds, and that's how you charge. Okay, so there was a couple times where I didn't do that, but you need to do that off the rip. Once label is on, I usually cut off the excess because that doesn't look professional. So we're all about professional over here. Cut off the top and just do one last tug on the zip tie. And then cut it off, and then there you go. This is how I bag rabbits. I think it looks very professional. And then when you go to freeze them, make sure you store them legs up just to get that first initial freeze because you don't want it to leak. But yeah, this is how I store rabbits. I think it looks very clean, very nice, and I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. Like I said, I am not sponsored, but if anybody knows anyone or anything with these bags, I love them wholeheartedly. If you have any other options, please post them down in the comments. This is just what I do, what helps me, and it looks professional. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Have you used this? Are you going to use it? I am posting this on all socials, so YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And the YouTube, the links to these will all be down in the description. But yeah, this is the video on how to package rabbit. It's not hard, it's just a little time consuming, but you want to make it look nice. Thanks again, guys. Yeah, like I said, if you're new here, make sure you hit the follow button, hit the subscribe, leave a comment down below. It really helps with the engagement. And thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Hope to see you on the next one.